Hello everyone, Catweazle here. Welcome back to Arkham Horror. And there's something in the mist. Okay, correction from last turn. Made a balls up with a leng spider. She only got one success, Diana Stanley. And what I did then was I used ancient languages. But shriveling, although it's a spell, means you get 6 combat dice. So when I actually rolled the dice, they were combat dice, not spell dice. So I couldn't use ancient languages. Therefore, we're stuck with one success. I was just going to say, oh right, we'll take the stamina hit and re-roll the 6 dice. Until, when I came to do this bit, it's actually got a 4 stamina hit. Well, she's not losing 4 stamina. So what we've got to do is, obviously we're going to try with the clues. So she's got 3 clues. Well, that one's no good. Next one. That's 6. So she spent 2 clues. She's down to 1 clue. But she did finally defeat it. So that is the end of that turn. So she ended up, of the previous turn has been sorted. She just ended up with 2 less. She ended up with 2 less clues, and she did lose a stamina, because although she defeated the monster, it was overwhelming. So she's now on 5 stamina. So she's got 2 clues left and 1 stamina left from where we mistakenly left her at the end of the turn. But we fixed that now. Okay, so we've done that. Where is everybody? Well, as you can see, Diana and Dexter at the Miskatonic University streets. We've got Wendy at the Unvisited Isle, and we have got Luke in his usual position, which is delayed. I had quite a few plans for this turn, but, well, I'll go through it in the upkeep phase. Let's go to the upkeep phase. Here we are. Our first player is Luke. All he's going to be doing is, like, standing up. So I think what we'll do is we will move his... Well, I've already done it. I didn't realise I didn't have the camera on. We're moving from 4 law and 1 luck to 3 law and 2 luck. I'm going to try and get his luck up. If he's going to spend all the time delayed in Otherworld, let's get his luck going up. When he comes to come out at the gate, he can always, like, move his fight up, and he's got +1 fight there. Right, so I didn't think... Was there anything else I covered while I forgot to switch the camera on? No, there wasn't. So that's just... that's Luke sorted out. He's just going to stand up this turn. Next up is Diana Stanley. And here we are with Diana. Right, what we're going to do? Well, obviously, I didn't exhaust shriveling when I did that thing, but it'd have gone on its side, so we'd have refreshed it. Ancient languages, because we didn't actually end up using it, because we couldn't use it, obviously we don't have to refresh that. We've got 1 thing left on our crystal, which, depending on how we do with a horror check, we'll have to do. I'm half thinking of getting both her and Dexter out of there to get some sanity back. I was thinking, oh, it doesn't matter if they go insane, go to Arkham Asylum, blah, blah, blah. But if they do, we lose significant tempo. There are 6 of those monsters. If both of them end up in Arkham Asylum, we're going to struggle to get back in time to stop the actual rumour triggering off. Especially with both Luke and... Well, with Luke stuck in the Otherworld, and Wendy's not much of a fighter. But I think we're going to gamble, and we're going to try and get 2 of these. If Dexter and Diana can get 2 of these terrible experiment monsters off, then perhaps we can look to get them healed up then. So, right, I'm not going to change anything. We've just got to hope that she kills a monster. Right, let's get on to Dexter. Here we are with Dexter. I've already chatted about the sanity situation. We're just going to have to go for it. But to help him out, I mean, let's at least put his will as high as it can go. Even though I think he's going to have to kill the cultist. We've got to make sure we get at least 1 monster off there. Right, so That's him. He's just going to fight with his rifle. Yeah, there's not much he could do. I'd like him to give Find Gate to Wendy, but we'll have a chat when we get on to Wendy, who's next. And here we are with Wendy. Now, the plan for Wendy was, I was thinking, move her speed up to 5, give the vampire the dodge, get to the Miskatonic University streets with 2 movement points, get Find Gate off Dexter, and then use the last 3 movement points to get to Independence Square. She'd have to dodge the Elder Thing in downtown, but fine. Once she got into Independence Square, she could kill the zombie. The zombie is like not much, so she could take the zombie on at the end of a movement. Encounter phase, go through the gate, where she's with Luke. She's best of friends with Luke, and they'd have got +1 on checks and stuff, so that'd have been nice. She could have come out eventually at Independence Square and tried to shut the gate, whereas Luke could have used his gate box and gone to either the Unnameable or any other gate that opens during the Mythos phase. Pretty good plan until I had a look at the vampire. First of all, he's -3, yeah, to sneak. So if we put her up to 5, she's only on 3 sneak. That goes to 0. She does get +1 for the dark cloak, so she'd have 1 dice, and she'd also have a reroll on the evade check. So 2, 1 dice, then a reroll. I was thinking, I'll go for that until I flipped it over, because if we fail, this vampire's going to take 3 stamina off her. And she's only got 3, and that'll just send her to St Mary's Hospital. And that's neither use nor ornament, to be honest. So what I'm going to do, instead of like that, I was just being, to be honest, that's just being a smart ass, what I was trying to do. What she's going to try and do is she only needs 2 movement to get to the Unnameable and go through that gate. So if she was on 2 movement, let's move this down, she gets 6 sneak, 6 dice, -3. Still leaves her 3 dice, 4 dice with the dark cloak and a reroll. That sounds better. I'd prefer to do it the other way, because there was a lot of bonuses with that. But do you know what? I think I'm just being greedy there, aren't I? And basically I'm trying to take the piss out of the game. So it's not going to take kindly to it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in the Unnameable gate. I was thinking of getting some cash and stuff like that, but you know what, let's get in a gate, let's shut a couple of gates. Right, okay, you never know, we might get lucky with a monster surge or 2 and win through closing gates. So that's what we're going to do. Okay, let's get on to the movement phase. Woohoo! Luke! Stand up, Luke! Stop falling asleep! Oh, stop moving the rift tokens all over the shop. Right, so that's Luke. He's stood up. Good stuff. Next up is Diana. Here we are with Diana. She's not moving, and even though it's the movement phase, these monsters aren't encountered till the Arkham encounter phase. So both Diana and Dexter aren't moving. They're just staying put. So that's pretty quick for them. Now it's Wendy at the Unvisited Isle. Here we are with Wendy, and she's got some evading to do. So we'll need that. So first thing she's going to try and do is she's going to try and move into the Merchant District streets. It's -3 to evade the vampire, but we've got 7 dice. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 7 minus 3 is 4. Let's see if she can do it. Yes, 2 successes. Good girl. So she moves 1 Merchant District streets and then into the Unnameable. Let's find out what it is. Ooh, the Dreamlands. +1. Oh, cool. Ooh, And it's a slash gate. If we could shut this, we get rid of that other moon beast, which is here, which is a +0 to sneak by. So that's a doddle. But the one that isn't a doddle to sneak by, yes, the ghost. That's a -3, exactly like the vampire. So it's another 4 dice. And she does it again. Yes! Go, Wendy! Right, Foo. So she's avoided all the monsters and she is hidden right next to the gate, ready to step in. So that is it now for the movement phase. So next up is the Arkham encounter phase. And here we are with Diana. Right, what's she going to take on? We've definitely got to kill one of these. I'm just really not comfortable with our atrocious sanity. What's the easiest? Well, the Night Gaunt isn't bad. But if we fail a check, well, we'll end up going through the Dreamlands. So, do you get delayed if a Night Gaunt chucks you through a gate? I don't know. But doesn't say anything on there. It would do, wouldn't it? It said, and you are delayed, wouldn't it? That's what it says on the cards. So, that way, we won't lose any, but yeah, she ends up in another world and it's really difficult for her to get back. So, perhaps not the Night Gaunt. The creature wants to, so it's -1. It's physically resistant, so she'd have to take it on anyway, because Dexter's got the rifle. But everything else has got 2 or more toughness. There's only the cultists. Oh, well, the Night Gaunt's got 2 as well. To try the goat spawn. Right, first things first, horror check, -1. She's got a will of 4, so that is 3 dice. Come on, Diana. Yes! So she doesn't lose a sanity. She's still got 2 sanity. She's going to spend 1 now, though. So she's down to 1 sanity. And she's going to cast Shriveling to give her +6 of her combat dice. She has got 6 law. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 law to see if she can cast it. And she casts it, so that's good. Yeah, excellent. So she's now got 6 dice. So it's going to be -2, so that's 4 dice. And she has got 1 fight, so she is going to cast 5 dice. Needs 2 successes. Yes! 2 successes. Foo. So, goat spawn. Bye. Another 2 toughness monster. Good stuff. Right. So, that's good news. Well done. Have a coconut, Diana. Oh, better keep that there, because we've got Dexter next. Right. So, Dexter. He's going to have to kill the cultist. His own... it's going to put a... It's going to put a doom on, but just sod it. No check, so he's just going to blast it with a shotgun. It's not +1 anymore, it's 0. So he gets 5 for his shotgun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for his shotgun. And he's got +1, so that's 6 dice. Oh, bloody hell, he only just did it as well. 4 ones! Right, so he's killed it, but that means extra doom token. We're up to 7. And that is the cultist gone. But at least we've got it down to 4 of these terrible experiment monsters now. He's got 2 toughness worth of monster trophies. Right, so that's it for Dexter. They are both going to have to go to Arkham Asylum next turn. So that elder thing's going to be a problem. Oh, right. Anyway, that's next turn. Forget about that. So has everybody gone? No, it's Wendy Adams. Wendy Adams is still in Arkham. So she gets sucked through the gate and she goes to the Dreamlands. Where's the Dreamlands? Over here. So that's where she goes. Right, now it's the Otherworld encounter phase. So first is Luke Robinson. Well, Luke's just stood up. So Unknown Kadath is a red or a yellow. Yellow. It hasn't got Unknown Kadath on it. So other. Your mind is flooded with knowledge. Make a law -2 check. If you pass it, draw 1 spell, but lose 1 sanity. It's not too bad even if we don't pass it. At least we don't lose a sanity. His law is... Oh, we put it down, didn't we? So it's only 3. So he's got 1 dice. He failed, but doesn't get a spell, but he doesn't lose a sanity. So that's okay. Right. So that's him done. Now it's Wendy Adams. She's just... because she's just been sucked through. She's in the Dreamlands, so she has to have a Dreamlands encounter. And here's Wendy in the Dreamlands. As usual, seeing as we've picked about 15 for the Dreamlands, thanks to Luke, it's any colour, so it will be the top card, which is green. Blotto of Leng, no. Celiano, no. So it's other. Wedged beneath a fallen stone is a scroll. Draw 1 spell. Woohoo! Freebie. It's alright. So let's get the spell deck. Find gate. Oh man, nobody's going to believe that, are they? But swear, I just said it, and it is. So I'm keeping it. Nobody in the world's going to believe that, but yes. Yeah, that just came up. So, find gate it is. Right, that's brilliant. Just still, yeah, she'll be able to cast it in the movement phase and get back. Yes! Brilliant. Flaming Hellfire. I just do not believe, how lucky is that? That is just amazing. Right. So, but that's the way it goes. That's the way it goes. I just pulled it off the top and it was fine gate. Wish you hadn't said fine gate before I turned it over though. Right, yeah, brilliant. Yes. So we've got a real chance of getting her out. She could come out at any spot. She could still come out now at the Independence Square. Depending on what the Mythos gives us, she could turn up at any gate. So yes, brilliant. Right, that is the end of the Otherworld encounter phase. So it's the Mythos phase. And here we are at the Mythos phase. Still can't believe I've just picked Find Gate out. Right, but we're still in. We're by no means out of the woods yet at all. So, but that is a great help. Right, Mythos. So there we go, set that off the top. What have we got? 4th of July Parade. So, Witch House is a gate. And the clue goes to the Black Cave. So we have a gate, the Witch House. That goes on, we're up to 8 on the Doom track. So it might be time to get people blessed. Another dimension is the gate. Oh, I shouldn't have flicked that over. Oh, it doesn't matter, it was only... That's Eldritch, that. So we know where it is now. We just know where it is. Normally I like to keep them a surprise, but can't do it. Right, monster. It is a Shoggoth. Another nice flaming bloody 3 toughness load of rubbish. Nightmarish as well. Oh, that gets a red. So we're back up to our limit. We've got 7 normal monsters on the board. Right. Monster movement. Oh, we've got crescent moons going. So that means the vampire goes into the Merchant District streets. The ghost doesn't move. Doesn't move. Got pluses as well. So look at the zombie goes into downtown. Look at that. I've got to get people into Arkham Asylum. Look at that now. Pluses. There were no pluses. That wasn't a moon, was it? No, that's a diamond. So 1, 2, 3. This is a moon. Oh, the vampire have moved. Sorry. That's a circle. Right, that's okay. Rift. Right, goes on the bottom rift, thankfully, which hasn't got one of these on yet. Let's just pick one. It is that the rope and anchor or something? Let's have a look. It is not the rope and anchor. It's the 7th house on the left, so it goes there. Let's read the 4th of July parade. Come on, focus. Investigators cannot move into or out of the Merchant District streets until the end of next turn. Leave this card in play until then to indicate this. Well, it's got a vampire in the Merchant District streets anyway, so we're not peachy keen to go there. So we'll put that there. Right, and that's the end of the Mythos phase. Well, that was a mixed turn. I'm getting really worried now about Dexter and Diana. They're on 1 sanity each. We're on 8 on the Doom track. Yig's coming out extremely shortly. We haven't really got that. Our weaponry's rubbish, really. If he came out now, like we could cast Shriveling once. Well, we couldn't even do that because we'd go insane. So we're in a bit of bother, really. Luke hasn't got a weapon at all, so we do need weapons. So I think it's blessings time. I think we'll leave the terrible experiment where it is. Get both Dexter and Diana out of there. The good thing is they don't have to do evade checks against those terrible experiment monsters, because they're not really on the board. They can hotfoot it out of there and get down to South Church. So they can both bless somebody, probably each other, but we've got to get their sanity back somehow. Oh, what are we going to do? It's a tempo problem. We've got to get sanity back. We could do with one decent weapon, and we've got 2 investigators now that are stuck in other worlds. Oh well, we'll see what comes up. If we're lucky enough to get another Find Gate spell like we just have done, then we're lucky enough to get anything. Right, so that's it. Thanks very much for watching. That's the end of turn 5 of Arkham Horror. There's Something in the Mist. I hope you join me for turn 6. Thanks very much for all the subscriptions, for all the views, for all the comments and tips and all the rest of it. Very much appreciated. Thank you very much. But until next time, this is me, Catweazle, signing off. Toodaloo.